Hi, my name is Manuela Ravanelli, and this is Roger. He's going to be my student today, and we're going to do the lesson 1 for analytical. So let's just start. There's going to be 6 poses. Let's start with Tadasana. So Tadasana, mountain pose. You keep your feet together or hip distance apart depending on your balance. I'll try to keep mine. The closer they are, the more balance you require. So engage, your feet need to be on the ground, very well balanced. So lift up your toes, and then little by little, starting with the little finger, you go down and try to really stuck to the ground. Okay, now move your body a little bit in front and back, so you feel, the pressure on your toes, and then back on the heel. And then you find a position where you feel that weight is distributed among the 4 corners of the feet. Okay, so now that we're well grounded, we can start the pose. So stay there, well grounded. Your kneecaps go up. You tighten up your quads. You get your stomach inside a little bit. Tighten up your muscles. Get your shoulder a roll. And then put them down, open up your chest. That's good. Your neck is very straight. It's a strong pose. This is not a resting pose. Let's open up the arms go up, and then your shoulder come up. Interlace your finger for some modification and lift up. Very, very strong body. And we wait for a few seconds. Keep breathing. Breath in, big breath out, and arms down, let it go. From Tadasana, we're going to turn towards the video here, and we're going to do Warrior 1. So we're still in Tadasana. At this point, we open up your legs about, in my case, about 4 feet. In your case, maybe a little more because you are taller. So you open up until you basically create an equilateral triangle. So my feet are facing the front of the room, the camera, your feet are as well. So you turn your right leg, your right foot, you turn a 90-degree angle, very good. And then you lift up your arms all above your head, okay. And then you bend the right knee. This one too goes down. The thigh needs to be parallel to the ground. And then you move your chest towards your right leg. You keep your trunk straight up, like there's an invisible straight line, and your chest towards the sky. Very good. We stay here for a breath. Breath in and out. Now you release your hands. You leave them down, you release your front leg, you come out of the bend, you move the right foot towards the front of the room, and then we do the same thing on the other side. So take your left leg, your left foot goes 90 degrees in that direction. You can adjust your stand just in case. The right foot too, you can move it a little bit towards the left side of the room if you want. Okay, you stay straight. You lift your arms above you. You bend your left knees. Your thighs goes about parallel to the ground, but don't overstretch your knee above your ankle, okay? Then you move the front of your body, your hips rotate, and you stay facing the left leg with all your body. Keep a big breath in, big breath out. And we lower our arms. We lift our left leg. The left foot turns to the right. And we just, for a second, relax. You maybe put the feet together. Very good. You walk a little, shake it out. Okay. And now our next pose that we're gonna do today is Warrior 2. So it's somewhat similar to Warrior 1, but the difference is that the hips are gonna stay at the front of the room towards the camera, and they're not gonna move with the foot. So let's start to open up our legs about the same distance, if not a little more of what we did before. So, okay, feet are still facing the front of the room. Your right foot moves 90-degree angle. Your arms open up at the level of your shoulder. You know, you keep your shoulder depressed, so they're going down, and at the same time they're pinching on the back of the back a little bit. And that's the direction, like somebody's pulling your chest up to the sky. And then you bend your front knee. This one goes down as well, about a 90-degree angle. With your chest, you stay upright straight, like you have an invisible line that goes from the top of your head down to your throat, down to your entire body, and it's straight. So you don't bend towards the front knee. So with the head, you move your head and you look, if you can, your right hand. We stay here for another breathing. A big breathe out. And we move out of this pose by extending our right leg. We move our foot towards the front of the room. If you want to rest a little bit, you move your shoulder a little. Or you close your legs if you need a second of resting. And now we do it on the other side. So we came back, you came back to Tadasana. From Tadasana, again, we open up. In this case, we move our left leg and you adjust as well. Okay, so the left knees, the left foot moves 90-degree angle. Very good. So the back leg is also active and is pushing towards the front knees, okay? So you bend the knees, the left knees only, and the right knee stays super engaged and straight. And then you open up your arms at the level of your shoulder. Very good. You stay as straight as possible. There's a tendency of going towards the left, but you don't. You avoid that and you just re-establish the nice position in the center. Have a couple of breathing here. Don't have your knee collapse. Keep it strong. Breathe in. And look at the front. Look at the left arm. And breathe out. Can you deep a little more? And maybe not. Now look at the front of the room. And come back with that knee. Put your leg towards, your feet towards parallel in the front of the room. And let's just close them by walking back together. How are you doing?
Good.
Nice. So we did Warrior 1, we did Warrior 2, now we do Warrior 3. So Warrior 3, it's similar to Warrior 1. So we're gonna open up again, about these 4 feet for me, a little more for you maybe. We move the right leg 90-degree angle. We lift up our arms. We bend the front knee, the right knee, and then we move our chest towards that knee. Very good. And this is the trick of Warrior 3. So what you can do now, you can move your arms towards the front of the room with your chest going down towards the front leg a little bit, and then with a push you lift up the left leg. Very good. And you can hold on to the wall as well, that's all right. Straight arm, straight legs. It's like somebody's pulling your leg and is pulling your arms. And once you're done with that, it's a balancing pose. You just slowly put your foot back. Very good. And you disengage the front knee and come back with the feet pointed towards the front of the room. Now we do the same thing on the other leg. So I already have my legs open. You can get yourself in that position. Very good. Let's start with a big breath. Arms up above head. Now with the next exhale, we turn the left knee and the left foot towards the side of the room, moving 90-degree angle. Then we bend that front knee and we rotate our chest and our hips towards the left knee. The right leg is engaged and it pushes. And at this point, we bend over with the arm. And then, with a little bit of momentum, we push up. And if we cannot, we'll do it in a couple of times, like that. And then you try to balance on the left leg, and have the right leg right straight behind you. We're gonna keep it for another couple of breaths. And then we're gonna go down with the right leg without momentum. We open up our chest to the front of the room. And we go back in a standing position. This is more like a resting Tadasana, not a particularly engaging Tadasana after all this. Next pose is gonna be Trikonasana or triangle pose. So it's gonna be to the right and to the left as well. Trikonasana is not very different from what we've done so far, but the legs are gonna be straight, okay? So there's not gonna be a front knee that bends over, okay? So from a standing position, we open up our legs. You can jump or just one leg at a time. And then we move our right foot 90-degree angle. Okay, very good. So Trikonasana, maybe we open up a little more. In my case, I need to open up, readjust, and just keep your kneecaps engaged, quads engaged, everything is engaged. You open up your arms like you're in Warrior Two. Very good. You depress a little bit the shoulder, and this time the right arm is gonna go. You might need a block if you want. You know, you get it right there, or you can even get it in your hand. So at this point, it's like somebody's pulling your right end. This movement comes from the hips. It does not collapse the back right away. And so when you cannot go lateral anymore, at that point, you lower with your right hand all the way down. This can go down to the ground. It can go on a shin. It can go on a block. It's usually behind your back, behind your right back, but it can be in front if you lose your balance too much. That's okay. Let's see how you can do. This is a balance pose, of course, and a strong pose. You lift up your left arm so that it's parallel with your right arms. You stay here for another second. I hope you have a smile on your face. And with the next breath, coming from your core, you lift all the way up. And you move the right leg. The right foot goes again parallel to the left foot. Very good. So from here, we're going to do Trikonasana with the other leg. So we open up the legs again. Yeah, be ready with the block. Thank you. We open up our legs. The left foot moves 90-degree angle, but you keep the quads and the kneecaps really straight in this case. You might need to open up a little more with your legs, I don't know. And what you're trying to do, you're trying to move, starting the movement from your hips. So you open up your arms and then it's like somebody's pulling your left arm. You go, 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 reach, 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 reach until you don't reach anymore. And then you go down. You can touch the ground, you can touch the shin. You know, this side is not necessarily the same as the other side. So you might be a little more compromised. Try not to collapse your chest by falling down. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. And with the next inhale, lift up with your core. And you move your left foot on the front of the room and feet together. Thank you, Roger. So now I'm gonna go for the last pose, which is a chair pose. So a chair pose is also a balancing pose and a strength, of course. You have to have strong legs. So you can do it depending on your balance. You can do it with your feet touching each other. You can do it with your knee touching each other. Or you can do it a little bit distance, hip distance apart, meaning a couple of inches, okay? Whatever is more comfortable for you. So you keep your legs, like we did in Tadasana, you just lift up your toe a little bit and just put them down so that you're very, very grounded. Very good. So now that you're very grounded, I want your quads engaged, your knees engaged, your legs really engaged. I want you straight back, and then I want you to sit down in this imaginary chair by lifting your arms up in front of you. Make sure your pelvis is not tilted too much on the back, but keep it a little tilted towards the front so that you don't hurt your back. Your thighs can be parallel to the ground or not. And you hold it for another second. And then you come up slowly. You go all the way up. Move your arms on the side. Lift up your chest towards the sky. And thank you very much for being my student today.